Hey, what's up guys? This is Arun. It's another edition of Smart Excel. Today we're going to be looking at VLOOKUPs and some of the most common issues that we might get when performing the formula and so on. Okay, so let's jump straight into it. So basically, with a VLOOKUP, what is it? It's a vertical lookup, and obviously you have your value, and then you have a data set on the same tab, different workbook, wherever, and you return a column to the right of that lookup value. So just for simplicity, I've kept my data set on the same tab so you can see how it's performing and how it's working and how it's building up and so on. Okay, so let's jump straight into it. So there's a few ways of bringing up that VLOOKUP function. The first way I'm going to show you is if you click that FX button up there, and if you go to lookup and reference, VLOOKUP all the way down, so click OK. So this is quite a good way for beginners or someone who's trying to get used to the formula. Lookup value is going to be that value there. Table array is obviously the table, the data set that you're looking at. Column index number is the column that you're looking to return. Range lookup is going to be either true or false, with false being an exact match. The way I'm going to perform this lookup is I'm going to type it straight in. So equals VLOOKUP, lookup value is Jan 19, comma, and then the table array is this data set here, comma again, and I'm looking to look up the name of the salesman in that month. So for example, I'm looking up John here for Jan 19, so column index number, your lookup value, or where you're looking up to, that's always going to be 1, so that's going to be 2, and if I was bringing back sales numbers, that would be 3. So this is, in this case, it's 2, and I want exact match, so false. Enter. So that's great, that's bringing that back, and I've kept the months pretty much jumbled up just to make it a little bit more interesting. But anyways, let's drag that formula down. Okay, so now we can see that we've got a lot of NAs, probably too much, so yeah, let's now try and tackle that and see why they are there. So these are common issues that normally pop up, so these are just pretty much good guidelines to check why, you know, if you get an NA, to follow these procedures, and hopefully it should eliminate a lot of NAs if you do have them. Okay, so the first thing here, let's have a look. So March, we've got a value there, and we've got no value there. Now let's try and understand why that is. So if I click up here, the data set is fine, okay? And if I click on that March, look what's happened to the data set, it's gone down. So our table array has moved, and the reason why that is because we haven't locked our data set, our table array. Okay, so if I show you how to do that, so if we do equals VLOOKUP, typing it in again, lookup value is basically the month, table array, we want that, and in this instance we're going to click F4, which brings up the $sign, and it locks the data set, comma again, column index number 2, and false. And now if I drag that formula all the way down, bang. So it's bringing back a lot more than it was before. And now let's have a look at this data set. Let's go to March. It's looking at, it's bang on, so it's looking at the data set that we want it to. Yep, so that's working fine. October, November, December, we already know there's no October, November, December there, and that's the reason why that's pulling back an NA. So these are pretty much easy to eliminate, so let's just clear that for now. May 19, okay, so what's going on here? So to get the lookup to work exactly, the value needs to be the same. So the lookup value needs to be the same. So in this instance, I've got the little quotation mark just in front of the May 19, and whereas the other dates we've got in proper date format, and here it's proper date format as well. So obviously there might be instances where someone's just typed in, let's say for example May 19 like that, and it doesn't bring it back. So what we want to do is we need that to be the same as what we're looking up. So the whole formatting issue you just need to be mindful of, really. So if we put May 19 in there, bang, it brings back the value that we're looking at. So yeah, so that's pretty much some of the most common issues that you normally get when performing a VLOOKUP. And yeah, it really is simple, guys. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Yeah, I'll be thankful if you can subscribe, and I'll keep bringing out the material, and hopefully we can learn together. Cheers.